I wanna come all over you. I wanna come all, I wanna come all over you. This is where I come when I want to kill myself. This is where I wanna come. I wanna come all over you. Oh, it's true.
How's the framing actually? Did you look at the framing?
Yeah, it's cut off like here.
I wanna come. I wanna come all over you. Oh, it's true. Oh, it's true. This is where I come when I wanna kill myself. This
I
is
think I
where
like
I
the
come
coming part
when I
better.
wanna
Sing the hook.
kill. This is the beginning part.
No, sing the hook. The hook.
I forgot how it goes. I come all over you.
No, it's I just wanna come.
I just wanna come. I just wanna come. I just wanna come all over you.
Yeah, you were harmonizing earlier. You messed it up. No, I'm sorry. We messed you
This
up.
is where
So does you're saying you want to kill yourself? Do you want to kill yourself after they come on you or after you come on them?
The song goes, "This is where I come when I want to kill myself."
Oh,
and
so
then-
they're like a masochist when they stab themselves. They're like just start.
It can mean many different things. It can mean me going to an open mic that I hate and being like, "This is where I come when I want to kill myself."
Oh, okay. I see it.
Or it can be like, this is where I come when I want to kill myself. Like metaphorically, it means, you're coming and you're dying to yourself.
Oh, so it's not
sexually.
sexual at all. Oh,
It is sexually,
Okay,
of course. Come, and then it goes into, I come all over you. This is where I come. This is where I come.
On that topic,
This is where I come.
do you guys know how you guys want to like be buried or like how you guys want to die?
Yeah.
Not die, but
Yeah,
buried.
this song, I want to die. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
Where we want to be
start?
I think
buried.
it was good singing, by the way, Jen.
Thank you.
That's pretty
Thank you
good
very
singing.
much.
Where I want to die. Where I want to die, like get shot at or like get you said buried.
Yeah. Like, how do you? I don't want to get buried.
How do you want to die?
Like, I don't want to get buried. I've always wanted to be like thrown in the ocean and have like fishes eat me because you're gonna get eaten by worms, right?
Yeah.
So
If you're in the dirt and shit.
Yeah.
How do the worms get inside the casket if you have a casket?
They're from your body.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna get cremated.
That's fair. Oh yeah, you can get get cremated and
What'd you laugh at?
shot into space. You kind of looked at her. You were talking, and then she said something. You were like,
Oh,
Well,
no.
now what they're doing.
You're
I
like-
don't know.
"So you want to die like this, Jenny?" Like,
Well, damn. It's
I
whatever.
don't think I made her extreme face. He said cremated, and I thought sexually. I was like, cream.
all right.
Cream. He's thinking sexually. He's like cream pie. Ooh,
Cream
I like
pie.
cream. I'm hungry.
All right.
You know what's left on actually as a dessert?
What?
Coconut cream pie.
Okay, let's talk. Let's finish death.
All right.
And then we'll get into cream
a
pies.
creamsicle pop.
All right. So Jenny, you want to get cremated? Is that right?
I don't know. So like now they're coming out in Switzerland where you can freeze your body and your brain and then leave your body to science. So like in the future, let's just say 200 years from now, they come up with some sort of technology where they can transport your brain into a robot or they bring you back to life somehow. I mean,
Okay.
I thought about it and I was like, I don't want to wake up and be like an 80-year-old or however old I am when I die. I want to wake up and I want to be like an AI or like a robot or something cool,
When do you call it though? When do
like
you
a
say?
dragon.
When do you say, all right, I'm 40, I'm gonna get frozen?
No,
How do
you
know
have to
Would
die.
freeze
You-
your body
you
or
have-
like your brain? And
No,
shit?
you can do both. So there's different packages. Package number 1 is you freeze your brain. Package number 2 is the all-inclusive package. So you can do the all-inclusive. You know how much it costs? $200,000.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not cheating. Death is not cheap. I would assume.
I mean, that's a great business
So that
plan.
being said, for 200,000 to not die, it's a great deal.
Dude, I want to run this
Well,
business and just keep
actually,
frozen bodies at my
It
house.
seems like the ultimate pyramid scheme. You
It
tell
was,
someone
bro.
Yeah,
200,000
it's
for
kind of
each-
it's kind of like opening a ghost busting company.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
oh,
like
let's take
in
the ghost out of your
hopes.
house type shit, or
Yeah.
like, yeah.
No, it's in hopes that science in the future will
Yeah.
somehow take over. And
That's if science decides to research it. If
That
science
part.
decides not to research it,
We can't confirm nor deny that you'll be brought back in 200 years. We don't know.
have you seen the movie Idiocracy or
Idiocracy.
What?
Idiocracy.
Idiocracy. Am I saying it right?
You're saying it right now, yeah.
Idiocracy.
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 Di
De.
Idiocracy.
Idiocracy.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, he gets
Idiocracy.
frozen and wakes up in the future,
Yes.
like Futurama and all that
Yes.
stuff. Okay, so that'd be neat.
It's so one girl, she's gonna go to jail, so I guess they volunteer her to be frozen, and then the guy, he volunteers, and he's just like a basic boring guy, and then this like ghetto chick, she I think was gonna do life or something, she killed somebody or I don't know what,
Yeah.
or she was like a prostitute, that's what it was,
Mm-hmm.
and she gets frozen with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they wake up. Something happened where the place went under. The science research place went under, and then they left their bodies frozen forever. And then until shit just started piling up from the world's fucking garbage, and then they ended up. You should watch it.
You didn't tell me.
I was about to
bro.
say. All right.
It's actually the stupidest movie I ever seen in my entire
Yeah.
life. Like, it makes you want to lose brain cells, but they wear Crocs.
That's
and it
what's
makes
up.
you think, like, damn.
Crocs.
And
I
this
wanna wear
movie's an
Crocs.
old movie.
Yeah.
This movie was before Crocs were cool.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you want to die? Or
I told you I wanted them originally.
oh yeah, thrown into the water.
I wanted to throw in the water and have the fishes eat me.
Is there-
I wanted to take revenge on them, on the worms that were gonna eat me.
Take revenge. How's that gonna take? They haven't.
Because they're
eaten
gonna
you yet.
they're gonna eat me eventually, and then the fish are gonna eat them.
Why don't you get
Nah.
cremated
Circle
and
of
be
life.
turned into a necklace?
I don't want to be cremated at all.
No.
But you know what? I was recently listening to this podcast about it's called ologies. It's like studies all the different ologies of things, and the first one's like about volcanoes and the study of volcanoes, and apparently once you get thrown into a volcano, like there's no traces of you. I'm like, oh, I kind of want to be thrown into a volcano.
That's a vibe. That's like. I feel like that's cremation, like to the degree.
Yeah, it's even better.
You're just
There's no
given
ashes of me.
back
There's
to
not even.
Earth.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, but that's the point of it, because that's why I want to be eaten by fishes, because I'm like, oh, my energy's gonna be used on
Yeah.
fishes. Yeah.
I feel like I would want to be given back to the earth somehow. You know, like Mother Earth.
Yeah, I don't want people.
takes in my body and like
Yeah.
turns me into a fish or a butterfly or maybe a worm. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to be mummified. I don't want because
Mummified.
yeah, because when they when you get taken to like the what is it called?
The
crematory. Is that what it's called? Crematory.
Well, when you get
Funny now.
when you get taken to what that is funny.
Crematory.
When you get like taken, they like remove intestines and stuff to preserve your body, and then they
Yeah.
like show you.
Yeah, they put like makeup on you. They like glue your eyelids shut and all that
Oh,
stuff.
I've se-
Yep.
have
I
you
don't want
ever
that to
seen
happen.
an open casket?
Nah,
have you been to an
I've
open
been there, but
casket?
I purposely avoided.
Have you?
Is it scary?
I've been to 2 funerals. I don't know. I don't think either of them were open caskets.
I've been to so many funerals growing up. I just knew a lot of people that died.
Damn.
But the weirdest one is an open casket, and it's the one, your skin color isn't the same.
Oh, I've been to one open casket. Never mind.
You're like, no, dude. If I'm doing open casket, I want to be naked. Like,
What? Why?
I don't know.
You'll be like 95 years old.
I want to
flabby
wear
titties
like
and your
cowboy
cooch.
boots. Who cares? Grandma's having her titties out.
When I was younger, I did one to like. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to experience, but I wanted someone to pay a prostitute to suck my dead dick.
Your dead dick.
Yeah.
Why did
You
you
would be
want
dead.
this again?
Because
Why?
I just thought maybe I could experience joy for one last time, even though I'm dead.
Honey,
I don't
your
think
dick's
so.
already dead.
Yeah, your dick's been dead.
It's alive right now. I don't know what these people are talking about.
Anyways,
I haven't
that's-
seen it, but I heard stories.
But it's the same. It's the same thing with you, though. You're saying that you want your naked body. Why do you want your naked body? You've been naked long enough.
you've
Because
been
I want to
naked long
scare.
enough.
I want to scare people. Like I want to go off with a bang. I want to be like that person when they go and see my open casket. They're like, you know what? Jenny lived her life. You know, here she is. Like she's fearless. You know, like the last joke, surprise.
Yeah.
Or I
Mhm.
want like something to move in the casket.
Oh, like the joke of like getting buried and they think you're still alive type of thing.
Yeah, but like it's an open casket, right? And then there's like a thing that moves. So I'll have someone in my family have the remote, and like halfway through, people are like talking about their beautiful stories about me and telling, the world how awesome I was. All of a sudden, the casket would just start moving, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" And then my hand just flies up, and my head just pops.
Just have your burial ceremony earlier, or just have them watch your cremation, because apparently when you get cremated, you move because the fat in your body gets burnt, so you start moving. And you
Well,
start
you
banging on
still
the thing.
have nerves.
And your farts come out too. Apparently,
I knew
you're very
someone that
You
gassy.
die, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
I knew
everything
someone
gets out.
that does that shit, and they were telling me like your body twitches a lot, and like I always ask them like, have you ever had weird experience? They're like, well, do you have your body is filled with nervous systems, so like it's like a cockroach. Sometimes you'll kill a cockroach and it'll still kind of move. It's like that.
Why don't you just have them do that? Why don't you just have like your throat get full of like bugs, and that way bugs are just coming out of your. And
That's
Shit.
disgusting.
That I don't know. Now I'm thinking about my death being an art piece type shit. Like, like I don't know, like like in the
Exactly.
first act of my death show, it's like he opens the mouth and cockroaches fall out, and then the second they open my eyes and it's like lights. They put LED lights in my eyes.
yeah.
I'll think about it later.
The LED
What do you have?
lights would
What do
be
you have
cool.
planned originally?
For my
Now,
death.
now that you have the art piece, what was it before the art piece?
Before it was just like probably just cremated and shot into space or something like that
I was thinking about that today too. Getting shot into the sun. That would be cool too.
into the sun. I don't know if it'll reach all the way over there, but
It would probably evaporate before it even gets to
It'll
the
get
sun.
Well, that's cool too, because you got to wonder what keeps the sun.
what keeps the sun?
Yeah, what keeps the sun like going
The
on?
universe.
I don't know. Apparently, it's gonna explode in like 1 billion years, but we'll probably be dead before then.
We were talking about like scientific.
Man, billion shit.
Let's
Shit.
all right. Let's get
Unless we
answers.
get
Anyway, so you're
reincarnated.
talking about cream pies. Like, what's so nice about these cream pies? Underrated, you say?
coconut cream pies.
Coconut? I'm
I
be honest.
don't like coconut,
I don't like coconut either.
but coconut cream pies, you don't taste the coconut.
Is it like the flakes and shit all over it, or what?
Nah, it's just really whipped.
Is this like a real thing?
Yeah, it's a
Coconut-
dessert.
It's a dessert, yeah.
Coconut cream pie.
There's no joke at the end of this. There's no like.
Yeah, I have none
Yeah,
profound.
you ever had a coconut cream pie?
I have nothing
at the
planned
strip
today.
club? Like, I don't know.
I have nothing planned today.
I don't know. Apparently, Puerto Ricans like coconut. I say that as a fake Puerto Rican, but
Yeah,
like, I don't like coconut.
you guys have that one dessert.
Ooh, I know what you're talking about.
Like pina
Um,
coladas and shit.
No, what's that freaking cake thingy that we like?
We talked about it.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Tres leches?
Tres leche.
Yeah, I don't like.
I don't think that has-
leches. I'm just,
I like their leche.
It's too many leches, man.
You know what I like? I
That
like
that leche stuff makes me shit though.
I like that Americans put Nutella on it.
Americans put
Nutella tres leches is fire.
No, strawberries or
strawberries, whipped cream.
The strawberry and tres leche better than
The
Nutella.
there's this they make this freaking strawberry cake. It's so fucking good. And then the outside of the cake, so the inside of the cake has strawberries, and it's almost like a strawberry shortcake. And then the outside has whipped cream frosting, and then a shit ton of strawberries all around.
Well, welcome to the 504
Oh yeah.
podcast, guys.
Anyway.
504.
We're just over here, 504
Someone
o'clock.
stole our studio.
Is she still in there?
Is she? I don't even know, man.
No.
But we're out here chilling and grilling.
Yeah, I think that was
Chilling
I think that was her. Wait,
Oh,
take
yeah.
a peek. Take a peek.
That was
Take-
so embarrassing.
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah,
Really? Why?
'cause there's no other freaking door.
No one in there. Yeah.
The person who was occupying our space just walked out and looked at us funny like, actually,
We should. I was gonna invite her on.
invite her on.
Yeah.
She probably got real shit to do. She probably be like
Nah, man.
planning out her death or whatever.
Nah.
Why don't you want to move the shit now? Like,
It depends. What do you want to do?
we could move it. I could just
We
cut
could
it right
pause
here.
You can pause it.
Yeah.
All right.
This is where I come when I wanna kill myself.
Sorry. Continue.
This is where I come when I wanna kill myself. This is where I come when I wanna kill myself. This is where I come when I wanna kill myself. All over you, that's what I do. All over you, I come, it's true.
All right, we're back at the 504 podcast again.
Bum, 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 bum.
We had a scheduling issue. There was another person in our place, and then they left.
Yeah, I
and now
killed
we're
that
back.
bitch.
But it's whatever. What were we talking about? We're talking about cream pies and stuff.
Man, I wish I invited her on. I kind of regret not
That's just
inviting
a
her on.
stranger. How could you just invite her on?
She was cute.
We don't know her.
I don't think she was attractive. It was just more of the fact that she was talking about church, and I wanted to know what she was. She like hijacked the place for a one-on-one FaceTime, put on makeup. I want to know who she was putting so much effort for.
She doing business or something.
She looked
She's
like
talking
she
about
was
church.
on a conference call with like other people, maybe like a small group, maybe like a women's group, maybe like a women's supporting women business group.
Yeah, she probably wanted to. She's like, let me come to a professional place and have a little.
Do you guys
meeting.
try to look good for other women?
Yeah, we don't want to look like shit.
For other women?
Yeah.
Like if you're hanging out with just broads.
Yeah.
All right.
I did that yesterday when I got my nails done. Even though I went to my best friend's house, I was like, you know what? I still want to look good because, you know, people still judge each other. If I show up looking like I'm tired and haven't slept for 5 days, she's going to be like, bitch, you look like shit. And I'll be like, yeah, I know. No shit, Sherlock.
Maybe that's why women can't stand each other, because you guys can't just be comfortable around each other. One another.
I mean, it depends. I just, you know, I wasn't sure what else I was going to do that day. And I was
Like-
going to see my parents right after. So,
Like, Christian knows he's comfortable around me. Like, he's not afraid of me judging him at all, because I'm not going to judge him. I hope you feel that way around us. Like, we're not going to judge you.
I don't think you're going to judge
Yeah,
me.
bitch.
I like you. I like the fact that you try to look presentable for the people at home. So I appreciate that, because, you know, I know this is not for me. This is for the people.
It's also because we're guys and we're like, we live in a patriarchy. We don't have to like improve another gender to like get up in the world.
What are you talking about? Anytime I try to impress you, I just say something smart.
All right, I don't know. I'm trying to pull out my feminism hat.
I know.
whatever.
I know. I
You
don't like
hate
it.
it.
I
You
don't like
it.
it.
You don't
All
like
men
it.
are equal.
Anyway, I'm just trying to get the point as that women be making themselves up to move on up in the
Do you
world.
believe in feminism?
I mean, on paper, the textbook definition of feminism is, you know, equality between men and women. And yes, like, I don't know. I get weirded out when people are like, get weirded out by the word feminist or whatever. And they think it's like, oh, so you want women to like put their pussy in your car or whatever. And it's
Yes, I would like that.
like,
No, but I've always thought it was a matriarchy as far as like, you know, the society I come from. You know, my teachers were all women and they were sort of misandrists. They sort of were always,
men.
yeah, they always were sort of like, you know, men are like less than women. Men are stinky. Men are
Misogynist?
misandrous.
Misandrous
When
is-
a woman hates a man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like kind of the opposite of misogynist.
Okay, misogynist is when men don't
Hate-
like women.
Yeah, hate
Hate
women.
women and misandrous is when you hate men type stuff.
Oh, I never heard that term.
Yeah, it's popping off
shit.
now. It's like
I
very-
hate men.
it's very demure.
I'm a
misandrous.
mansonist. What is it?
Misandrous.
Misandrous.
But yeah, going to school, like a lot of my teachers, I guess they were single or something, because they were always talk about, how
How men ain't shit.
many even like the only college class I've ever failed was a language arts class in college.
Mm-hmm.
And my first day of class, I look at her, I'm like, I could just tell I'm gonna have a horrible time in this class. I could just look at her and tell that she has a bunch of cats, no husband,
Damn.
and just
And she uses a wand at night.
I didn't think about that. At that age,
one time.
my freshman year of college, I thought women didn't touch themselves, because all women would always like play about how, oh no, I don't do that, I don't watch porn, I don't masturbate.
No,
All women would lie about that.
Yeah, they do that sometimes, but different strokes, different folks.
So she introduced herself and she goes, well, I've had several cats die on me, and I'm not married. My boyfriend lives with me. I'm like, yeah, this bitch is gonna fail me.
She killed her cats. She's like, I had cats die.
Mm-hmm.
That means she killed them.
I mean, they could have just died. Or
Maybe
like,
she's a cat killer.
I don't know what it was, but she did fail me. Like, my first topic was, we had to read this book on modern feminism, and she wrote about how her husband like would just be at home, wouldn't pick up his end of the shift. Like, she was like a stay-at-home mom, but her husband would get home and not clean anything.
yeah.
And we had to write an essay on like pretty much on how men sucked. And I was like, maybe it wasn't the men's fault. That's what my essay said, and I failed. And she told me, which was good advice. She said sometimes it's not about how you feel or how you think. Sometimes you got to write for the person that's reading this.
Yeah, it's for the prompt type shit, or like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
I just failed her class, though, and took another class, and then just passed the
Did
other
you
class.
dip that class, or you completed the class?
I think I got a D on it, so I technically failed. In
Damn.
college, a D is not a passing grade.
What class was that?
This was language arts.
Language.
This was no English one.
Did you even go to school? Like finish?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got a
the whole
In
what do
what?
you- a math degree.
business and math. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You got a math degree?
Yeah, he's
It's just
Mexican,
a.
bro.
What
I got a
the
BS
hell?
in business, and then I got a
Never
BA
seen
in math.
Stand and Deliver.
Accounting.
That's Darwin.
Accounting?
Yeah.
That's what's up. I don't got a degree.
I'm like, what did I get a degree in? Business supervision and leadership.
Really? You have a bachelor's in supervision?
Supervision. Nah, yeah.
Kinky.
More like yeah, just like management type shit.
I thought that was Jen playing footsie with me, and it was you the whole time. I was.
Oh, get this. Damn it.
You thought you were playing.
My plan's been foiled.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
What is my degree in?
You have to Google your own degree? What the fuck? Like, you don't have that shit framed at home?
I do. It's at my parents' house.
When I got
don't
my
Google
high school diploma, I just gave that to my mom because I was like, this was easy. Like literally,
Yeah.
I would just skip school and it didn't matter. For college, because I failed that first class, I felt like college was actually hard. I kept those, and I have them in a folder somewhere.
Yeah. People be saying that college is easier than high school, but I don't know. I never went, so I don't know.
It's easier to focus in college because in high school you just feel like. In high school, you feel like you're like everything's out of control, kind of like every day is just you're not in control of every day. And in college, you're sort of controlling every day, so it's a little bit easier to focus, but it's also easier to get like far behind.
I mean, but don't you get like you can go at your own pace though? It's like you can
Yeah,
take a
yeah.
class here, take a class
But
there.
if you think about that, that's why it's so hard to start your own business. My first thing was I wanted to like start my own business because I used to work when I worked at UPS. I used to work every day, and I was like, if I could work this hard for like a company, I could work even much harder for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm gonna just start my own business. And then when you try to start your own business, you're like, oh, I'm not used to not being able to clock in and get paid. Like you're so programmed to clock in, get paid, and work for a certain amount of hours. When you're doing your own business, your hours don't matter. You're not getting paid for any of your hours. You have to figure out how to get paid.
Yeah. I was about to say, weren't you an entrepreneur for a little bit? How do you feel about working for others versus working for yourself?
Business and organizational leadership.
Business and organizational leadership. That's your
my degree.
degree from where? UCF?
I went Valencia.
Oh wow! Wait, that's a bachelor's from Valencia?
Yeah.
You can get a bachelor's from Valencia?
Yeah.
Certain ones, certain things.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Cool.
I was like, fuck school. Plus, I had financial aid, so I didn't even pay for my bachelor's.
That's really fire.
And then whatever refund money I kept.
Okay.
So it helped paid for books and,
I was paying
lifestyle.
I was paying for college out of pocket.
I did my first 2 years.
I was working 2 jobs, paying for out of pocket, and yeah. What do you think would make?
Excuse me, he wasn't done asking me a question.
I'm gonna ask both of y'all questions. All right, go ahead. Ask her another unimportant
No,
question.
I was still answering the question that he originally asked.
All right. So Jenny.
It doesn't matter. We're just fucking around here.
Jenny. Okay. Jenny. What's it called? Bloody. What did I even ask? How do you like working for yourself versus working for someone else?
You didn't even have an answer.
I do. Shut up, Darwin. I have an answer for everything, okay? My answer is
She's gonna
one.
make up an answer.
Shut up.
She's gonna make up an answer, and then this is why she be giving elongated speech.
Listen, working for yourself is a lot better, obviously. Duh.
Is it obvious?
No shit.
Is it all?
Yeah. Well, it's a lot more work. It's very stressful because when I was running my business, I didn't know how to run my business, and I didn't have anyone showing me how to run my business. I was just trying to figure it out as I went along, and I realized that I put a lot of money. It's a lot of money going into it, and then not a lot of money coming out of it. So it was just like trying to be strategic and trying to figure out like what move was the right move. And eventually I was just like, fuck this. Cause I had an online boutique, and I also did wardrobe styling. I did that on the side for 7 years.
Damn.
And I would make money here and there, but it wasn't like consistent pay. And the same thing with my business. So I had an online store, and then I had to spend money on ads, marketing, and then I did pop-ups. Pop-up shops. So like I did a few farmers markets, and then there was a place that I would do once a month, and it was behind a bar, and I always had a secured spot there, and people would drink, and then after they would go to the back, and it was just a bunch of vendors. And that I made like one night I made like $600 just like hanging out, and my stuff wasn't like cheap, you know.
Mhm.
Like I had a necklace like that was like $30, and then I had like a jacket that was around $60-$90 because it was cool and tie-dye and stuff. So it was unique pieces.
Okay.
It was fun.
Shout out vendors. I got this shirt at a vendor. It's Bad Bunny with Lilo and Stitch.
Which vendor is that?
Actually, I don't even know. My mom got it for me.
It's kind of cool.
She went to.
I know. I realized. I noticed the Stitch immediately, and I didn't realize the Bad Bunny on the top till you were inside, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's cute.
All right, darn. What did you want to ask? I'm sorry.
I thought about like a lot of things in Jenny's short speech.
Oh my god.
I thought about how we were talking about. It was a good speech. No, I enjoyed it.
It's a good speech. I'm Murata.
Yeah. So we were actually originally talking about the patriarchy and the matriarchy and how like teachers would. You didn't get that in school. You didn't get like teachers like talking down about men and stuff like that.
Not really. I don't know, because my teachers got dick. I don't fucking know. They were fine.
There were men. Yeah, men, no
They
teacher.
got
You were
dick.
saying, were there any women teachers who shit on men? And I was joking, like, no, they got boyfriends and shit.
No,
but like,
they got dick down. They
No,
didn't have to worry about
no,
that.
I don't know. They were just talking to me about the subject, more or less. They weren't like 2 + 2 = men ain't shit. Like, fuck it. They were just focused on that.
I heard a lot of that growing up.
Really?
Some of my
Like
teachers
they-
would tell me like women are smarter than men, women mature faster than
Hold
men.
on. What races were your teachers?
I've had my 3rd grade teacher was white, my 4th grade teacher was Spanish, my 5th grade teacher.
Which
were both,
ones were the ones that were talking shit about men?
Both of them.
Both of them.
It
I think
seems
the
like
only
they
ones-
had issues.
I think the only ones that didn't talk shit about men were my black female teachers, and they mainly hated me. They just hated
They
me.
hated you.
Yeah. My black female teachers hated me. I don't know why.
Probably because you sucked at school. I don't fucking know.
I was good at school.
Then why'd they hate you? What were they criticizing? They were just like, you're late, you're loud.
Because he has a
fucking-
smart mouth.
That's probably what it is. You're
I
probably
don't think
talking-
so.
You'd be
They'd
like,
be
I
like,
liked
you
your
didn't.
speech, Mrs. Jenny. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, you didn't call them like Miss Smith or like, you know,
You're
you
like,
were like,
Nancy.
No,
you were like, hey, Chantel, come
So,
over here,
I had
Chantel.
2 black teachers. One of them kind of like me because she's like saw me as a gentleman. Like anytime I was with a girl and like we would get in trouble, I always like, oh, it's my fault. I apologize, and I would like take blame because I didn't care about getting in trouble. But in 6th grade, I had this language arts teacher that was me in language arts. The 6th grade, she like everybody in school kind of had like a hard time with her. Like she was just like, I don't know what she was going through. She probably had a bad back or something, and every day was just painful or something.
It's hard out here. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, you were a girl, so you didn't experience that.
You ever had
You didn't feel like your teachers put you on a pedestal?
You know what's weird?
Mm-hmm.
You know when you get old, your face just swells up and like everything gets bigger.
Sure.
You ever seen like old people and like their nose are bigger, their eyes are like, you know, like wrinkly.
A little bit.
They look like their face just like is slouchy.
Yeah. Are you
I was
going
just
through a
thinking about
crisis
that.
right now?
No, I was just thinking like, you know, one day that's gonna happen to all of us.
Probably.
right.
I mean,
It's okay.
right now I've been eating a lot of sugar, so my face is probably puffy. But if you like detoxify,
I'm sorry, I'm just having a midlife crisis, you guys.
It's hard out here. What's it called?
I'm gonna
So
be 30 in 2 weeks, and it's just
Oh, there it is.
yeah. I'm just like fuck, you know.
I mean, you're gonna be 30, and then you're just still
Dude,
gonna be 30.
My
like,
clock is ticking. You
your
know,
biological clock.
my biological clock, my hormonal clock, my fucking,
just get your eggs frozen.
you know,
Just get your eggs frozen.
dude. I don't even know if I want to keep my eggs.
Jenny, you gotta look at 30 as a beginning and not an end. Because when you become 50, 60, you're gonna look back on your 30s as the greatest time of your life, Jenny. So
I don't want to grow up. I want to be a
Shut-
Toys R Us kid.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da,
You're turning 30, Darwin.
Yeah.
Are you scared of turning 30?
Nah, 'cause I figured women like older guys.
Yeah.
da.
Mhm. You'll get to date boy toys now, Jenny.
No.
Women
what's the question
really
about-
like older guys. Like for a long time, I remember girls being like putting like a sort of like a limit on the how old guys they were allowed to date. But every time I talk to a girl, like no matter how old she is, she'll say whatever my age is okay. She's like, no, that's fine. You're not old.
Mm.
She'll make an exception.
You know, we could bring the camera closer since it's just us.
I like how far it is from you.
It's gonna capture us all. Like,
Okay.
I'm just playing. He made his decision. All right,
Alright.
let him
That's
let,
fine.
let
Like,
him let him have his creative art,
the camera's got us.
creative liberties. All right.
Like when we do the clips, did you look too small? Like, because I zoom in on everybody.
You think we're bird brains? So we just keep jumping from subject
I know
to
it just
subject?
looks a little pixelated sometimes and like a little
Mm.
blurry.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like crisp. I'm just
You see,
no.
and you
Do
you
your own
don't
podcast. No, just kidding.
and you don't like the patriarchy. You see this?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
just
You wouldn't have to listen to this if you didn't give women a voice.
I'm like, yeah.
it's just shit
Better.
that we have to like learn and grow and like that's it. Get better. Like I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not saying it's shitty. I'm just saying, sometimes it comes out blurry. And
Okay.
especially when we have the clips, if we want cool clips to go viral, I think quality is better. And, people being able to see every little chin hair that you have on your face.
Mm.
Is essential for our growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, we'll work on higher quality.
No, I think
about it.
I think it's a good note. I just think it would have been a better note, like maybe in the beginning of the podcast instead of in the middle.
Sorry, I'm having like
Damn.
real ADD, ADHD moments right now.
All right. Let's.
You're talking
I
about
don't know.
school. What were you gonna say to
We
me
were
about
talking about
teachers?
Yeah, you have teachers that hate on you back in the day. I don't know.
Why are we still talking about teachers? Didn't
I
we
don't
talk
know.
about that last time?
Yeah, we talked about school last time.
All right, let's talk about diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
I don't want to talk about
diarrhea.
that. All right,
Talk
how
about
about this?
Diarrhea
What do you think?
in your brain?
What do you think is something that will make your life better? Like something right now that will make your
Diarrhea.
life better.
If I took a diarrhea, no.
Diarrhea. Diarrhea.
I mean, isn't the answer always money? Like money makes everything better. Like, I feel like I'm satisfied with like my lady and like but like if whatever I needed, I would just need more money. Like my fucking dad came to look at my trailer or whatever, and he was like, I was like, there was like those walls were a little soft because rain got in and made it like not fucking whatever. It was soft, and I was like, so what should I do? He's like, maybe you need a new roof. And I was like, okay. He's like, maybe new walls and floors, an AC unit. I was like,
everything. So like
I
a
was
whole new
damn,
crib.
I'll just fucking move then. And he's like, yeah, maybe. I was like, no. So yeah, money. If I had a lot of money, I'd just buy a house whenever I feel like.
I think it's our generation too that like wants to solve our problem by getting rid of our problem and then just try to have a new problem.
Okay.
We're always gonna have problems. The thing is, and this is what I was telling one of my customers today. I'm like, this generation, the world that we're living in now, we're the type that we're workaholics, and we don't get enough time off, or our employers don't give us the time off that we need or deserve.
Mm-hmm.
So like, we work because we're like, we need to make money, and then it's like it's never enough money to give you the quality life that you need because this world is just fucking insane. So it's like, oh, okay, I got to be a little bit more creative with how I make money because that's the only way you can make money nowadays. And money, yes, money rules the world. Money's king, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wish it wasn't. I wish, honestly, we could be at a point where we just, lived outside and like, things would be worse and disease or whatever. But like, I feel like we wouldn't have the stress of bills and debt and trying to make money and working hard to make money and trying to find a job that gives us
This is
enough
deja
pay.
vu. Did you say this last week?
I don't know.
Did she say this last week? No. She didn't
No.
talk about this.
Okay.
I don't remember.
This like felt like deja vu for me.
I don't know.
No.
It's a podcast.
I think we're programmed kind of to like want to take vacations. Oh well, this is your job. Your whole thing is selling a vacation. But I think we're programmed. Like I think that's what we're like. It's something that's sold to us. Like
It's
think
sold to
about-
us on social media.
think about
That's-
everybody takes a vacation. It's like, oh, this vacation was long enough. Gets back to work just to go for another vacation.
We work for our time off. We work so that we can have like a little time to splurge or like go have a nice dinner somewhere, like to spoil us, right? Because it's like, what's the point of working? We got to pay bills, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got to live under a roof. I need food to eat. I need clothes and shoes, right? I'm not going to be a homeless person running around the street naked. I mean, I could. One day I can be like, fuck it. A part of me wants to be like, fuck it.
You ever seen those people that do that? That they like just get an RV and then they just like travel the
Bro,
US?
I saw one on Facebook Marketplace.
RV? Or
It's like
van?
it's like a Volkswagen van that they converted into like a little mini tiny house.
Mm-hmm.
And a part of me is like, bruh,
Do it.
I would live in a car. Like
Yeah.
at this point, I don't know. I want to be like off in the middle of nowhere.
I had a family member offer me that. Not a family member. I had like an estranged cousin offered to like, she sold, like, she was getting divorced from her husband. And she was like, all right, we're selling our house. We're going to get money. Just get this money. And we could go and travel the world. And I was just like, this is a cool thing you're offering me, but I'm young and I'm not ready for this. I kind of enjoy working.
Damn. You really like working. I don't know. I probably would have took that shit. I thought about it when I was a young man before I bought my trailer. I was contemplating buying an RV or a van and just driving around, going to LA or New York and doing stand-up.
Yeah, I've thought about it for stand-up. Stand-up definitely changed my life in the way I think. Like,
yeah,
it's not no longer I want to do everything for work. Now it's more of I want to do everything to do stand-up.
Type shit.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at this point.
It kind of sucks.
Me working and me trying to make money is so that I can make enough money. That way I can quit my job and not have to work and just focus on
doing creative shit.
Like,
yeah.
I hate, like, it makes me so depressed. And recently I had to split my mind in half at work. When I'm at work, I have to solely just focus on work.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm home, that's when I can just focus on comedy. Because I was focusing a lot of my time at work writing comedy, or like watching comedy, or like reading comedy. A lot of writing and just trying to come up with shit. And that's where I spent most of my time. And when it came to actually make money at work, I was just, my mind mentally was just not there. Because I don't love my job, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not in love with what I'm doing. What I love doing is, you know, holding a microphone and talking like I'm doing right now. And, you know, being able to be creative some way, somehow, and coming up with creative ideas.
Yeah. I mean, that's everybody. We all hate our jobs. I don't know anybody that really loves their job.
Some people do.
Some people do.
You know, have you ever met that person?
That loves
I
their
used
job?
to love my job.
Working at UPS? Where'd you used to
Yeah, I
work
used
at?
to love working at
fucking
UPS.
like, cause you're a masochist, bro. You love.
It was more of
you love hard work and labor.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
they used to tell me his OT is like not paid. Oh my god, I loved it. Like, what? Do you
No, not the OT. OT was paid, but it was more of like growing up. My father would work every single day, and it's like, oh, this is what a man is. Like in my mind, this is what a man is. And once you work, like, let's say you work 5 days. Once you're in that 6th day, and you work that 6th day, you get like this like rush of a dopamine, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm a man. I'm about to get paid this much. It's about to be so good. I'm about to go home, and it would hit you. And when I would sell cars, you every time you get a sale, you hit that dopamine. Every time you make a sale, you get dopamine.
That's true. You get like this ego, not like an ego, but like a confidence boost. It's like when you kill on stage, you know, when you have a good set and you get laughs and you get applause and people love you. You're like, you go home and you're just like, you have this adrenaline rush.
You're like, I'm that bitch. I'm that man. Like,
It's a different confidence rush. Like when I kill on stage, I feel like I could just chill. I feel like I don't have to worry about anything else. I could chill. I feel like I do what I do.
Yeah.
You do feel good at your job, and that's probably the resemblance of killing. But when you make a sale, I remember one time I made a sale, and I made a lot of money. I was driving home, and then I was just like, I could change this girl's life right now. Window down.
Wouldn't you like to put the same like work ethic into like comedy or
yeah,
some shit?
But like I was saying, that's the hard thing about starting your own business is we're not programmed to taking all this time we have and focus on something that's not something for us, for things they're not paying us to do. Like we're not programmed to wake up at 7 o'clock, start writing comedy. Like Jerry did that. Jerry would wake up at 7.
Jerry Seinfeld.
He would wake up at 7, write all day long, take a break sometime in there, go home, and then do it every single day. We're not programmed to do that. Like, do you wake up at 7 o'clock every day and write comedy?
I've been trying to wake up in the morning just to go to the gym.
And that's another thing we're not programmed to do. But yeah. I did that one
my
time.
Alarm at 6 a.m. every morning to try to like be like, oh, just 30 minutes of cardio. That's it. Just 30 minutes of cardio in the morning.
And the gym feels good too. I did that one time 2 weeks ago, and I haven't done it since.
I just go like after work, but it's not the same feeling. Like tonight if I go to bed early, and that's the thing is I need to go to bed early. I don't go to bed early. Last night I went to bed at midnight. Tonight, who knows what time I'm gonna go to bed?
And that's
wake up at 6.
That's another side of the coin too. Like, how do you decide whether you wake up early and do this, what's important, or go to bed late and just enjoy the night. Because enjoying the night is another thing. Like yesterday, I was out till 4, and it's like I want to go home, but it's like you don't know what's gonna happen. Something could happen anytime.
Did you get it?
I was about to.
No, I wasn't looking for that.
I don't know. He was hanging out like you don't know what could happen. Gus could fucking fall on his nose like. Like I went home immediately last night. Like
Where did you guys go?
Were
you at other bar?
We were just chilling. Yeah.
you went to the other bar and then you went to the side.
Yeah, we got
Sidebar?
we went to go get pizza. We went to what else did we do? We watched people from Debonair just go crazy. There was like a bunch of people at Debonair. It wasn't worth it. We made fun of some people. That was fun.
I heard about that place. My old colleague, she, I guess, is like a promoter there now or
Yeah.
something. And it's interesting. I'm always seeing their post about this place.
Is she Puerto Rican?
She's Moroccan.
Okay. So yeah, she's probably well paid.
There's a Puerto Rican girl, right?
I noticed that there's like there are women that work there are really hot. I'm like, they probably like for a woman to hire a woman, they probably need 10,000 followers, and the men, they just look like they don't speak English. Like it's
well,
so funny
the
to
guys I think that run the place are like some type of Arabic.
Yeah, they
and
are.
then
They are.
the women that work there, they're all like kind of light skin, dark skin type. Like
There was a couple light skins.
I know there's a few. I know the Moroccan girl, and then the other girl's like maybe Dominican or like a half Puerto Rican or something.
I was messing with the workers because we did the mic there earlier. The workers were like just
There's a
sitting there.
mic there
Yeah.
at
Debonair.
Monday.
what?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
time?
It just started. I haven't been there yet.
I don't remember what
but
time it started.
Who's
I,
running that room?
I got there after about Spunky
Who's that?
Robinson. He's a comedian.
Spunky Robinson. I feel like black guy.
Yeah.
Spunky.
So yeah, we were there,
Yeah.
and they're like, usually when you're like in a bougie place, they feel like, oh, I'm too good to laugh at these jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me just mess with the audience, and I was just like messing out with one of the guys. I'm like, you're Puerto Rican, right? He was like, yeah. I'm like, I could tell. You said you were from Massachusetts, didn't say you were Puerto Rican. And he was like, yeah, but I am Puerto Rican. I'm like, you have no pride. And then I just started messing with like the girls, and the girls are Puerto Rican too. They didn't like the fact that I was talking about Puerto Rican. And then I noticed the Middle Eastern guys. I'm like, you guys are the boss. I could tell because there's no one else here that's Middle Eastern but you guys.
Yeah.
And then I was just messing with the audience. And I found out what everybody was.
Just rocking with the
Was
crowd.
it like was it busy?
Not at that time. Later that night, it got super busy.
What time is the mics there?
It starts at 8.
So it's competing with other bar.
No, other
bus
parts
at
at 9.
9. So you could hit that and then hit other bar.
Grumpy's is at 6.
I was at 7-ish.
7?
6:37. Yeah.
No one's going to Grumpy's anymore, are they?
I was going to Grumpy's right after this. Grumpy's is like my shit.
You're going tonight?
I mean, tonight's Heckle Mic.
Oh,
yeah.
I think they're doing a different kind of heckle mic. They're doing like debate night or something.
Debate night.
what's that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're gonna debate.
Debate?
Debate? Well, I gotta go.
Who the fuck knows how to debate? What are you debating?
Your boy D Wise knows how to. No.
What?
I actually studied debating in high school.
I wish I should have
Shit was
taken that
whack.
course.
What, debating?
Actually,
I
no.
wanted to. I should have. Damn it.
Nah, I hated debate, and I liked
Same.
speech in like class because I low-key learned. I like studied comedy. Everyone would bring in speeches, and I'd bring in stand-up. But then we do debate, and it would just feel.
You did
like,
speech in high school?
Yeah.
You should have done speech in college. It's an easy class. It's really good.
Nah, I low-key quit college because of speech. My dumb ass. Like,
Really?
I don't know why. I think about it sometimes because I remember taking speech in high school and doing well, and I had to do a speech class in college, and I had to do a presentation on veganism and how to like the pros and cons of veganism, and I just couldn't do it. I was like,
I think my professor was named Jay Farrow.
Jay Farrow.
That was just his name. His name just
Interesting.
it was the same as a comedian. For
Shout out Jay
Jay
Farrow.
Farrell.
But
Yeah.
he that was his name, and I think we only had to do like 5 speeches, and each speech I like sort of did rap style because I didn't want to be a comedian at that time. I did them like rap style.
You wanted to be a rapper. That's
When I was a young kid, I wanted to be a rapper, not as an adult, but I did them like rap style, and I think I did like some speech about change, and I like literally did a metaphor of like change, like change in your pocket. What was another one I did?
did like freestyle poetry. You were like, change in your pockets, change the world for one. I got a
No, not like that at all.
Cynthia. Like, beep, boop, boop.
No, but and then another one I did one of them. D-Ray Davis is my favorite comedian, and he like called women crazy, and I'm like, I'm not calling women crazy.
Who? Larry David?
D-Ray Davis.
D-Ray Davis. Oh, D-Ray Davis. He's from Chicago.
Yeah, he's from
He's
Chicago.
on college Dropout album.
Yeah, he did Bernie Mac College Dropout. He was one of my favorite comedians when I was younger, and he had like a thing about I'll make sure my daughter ain't crazy. I'll be in her life. He had something like that, and I think I riffed on women being crazy, and then all the women were like, we're not crazy, and they just all looked crazy saying that, and that was my final speech, and I got an A on it.
Got an A for calling women crazy.
Yeah, that might have been my first. That might have been my first.
That's when I
set.
knew I liked teachers like that,
What?
not teachers
Which
like.
said?
It was just a college speech where I'm just calling women crazy.
Oh, what? What's the Grumpies? The comedy.
Grumpy's
Orlando be
Underground?
funny.
What is it?
Orlando be funny.
Orlando be funny.
It just said Heckle Mike. I don't even know.
Orlando.
But he was not, because Ryan was talking to me, Sebi, individually about it. What time is it?
Because
Right
you hosted last week. Did he
He-
say like, "Oh, next week we're doing something different"?
Yeah. He said he
August
said he
12th.
was thinking about doing a debate, so he might not do it or might do it.
He doesn't even post on this thing.
No, you really don't.
He slacks,
A
man.
little bit.
We're all slacking right now, technically.
Yeah,
What the hell, man?
it's hard out here.
We
So
all
how
know
am
you're
I
turning
supposed to
30, so
know
we're
what's
all
going on?
horrible.
Oh wait, C might have posted something, right?
No, he's no longer part of it.
She's doing the weed place. What's that shit called?
Guru.
Chronic Guru.
Yeah, he's going to Chronic Guru.
Oh.
He popped out last week.
We're just talking to each other right now. We're not even
Yeah.
saying these guys.
Uh,
You see what Jenny does?
I'm sorry.
You see what these broads be doing?
This is why we need a patriarchy.
These broads, bro.
Can you be a man? Like, can you man the fuck up?
I wish.
What's it
Fuck
called?
all of you guys.
You posting a thing right now?
About to pose.
Oh.
We out here. 504.
Giggity goo.
In the middle of the podcast, guys.
You know what I just learned?
You guys witness that.
You're a teacher. Like, you know about 504 plans?
No.
No. So apparently a 504 plan is basically if you're like a special needs kid and you need like more help in school.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was funny that we're called the 504 podcast.
Oh, that's great. I like it.
I don't know. It's not really like a flex, but it's like, yeah, I need extra time. Like, I'm a slow student. Like, all the slow students listen to our podcast. Like,
No, these guys are brilliant.
these guys.
They just don't like us being brilliant. What is it? I was in St. Cloud actually last week, St. Cloud Middle School,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, this is why St. Cloud is so racist.
Why?
Like, their curriculum is horrible.
You saw their curriculum?
I saw the curriculum.
You had
I
to
was-
teach it? 'Cause
I
you were
was no, I
subbing.
wasn't teaching it. I was just there. I was in one of the history classes, and this white guy was teaching these students that it's an Indian culture to steal. So he's like, Indians be stealing. I'm like, really?
Wait, like Native American?
No, they
Like
call
Native
them
American.
Indian givers.
They call them Indian givers too, but they were saying that in Native culture, which was probably a thing where they would like have battles and then they would like take all the goods, which every culture did that. But in their curriculum, it was teaching that natives did that specifically, that it was in their culture to steal goods. So
Yeah.
imagine that, like in 2024, you're
Well,
learning this.
karma
in class.
got them big time.
Yeah.
Cool.
What?
We stole Americans stole the land.
Yeah, that's what the term Indian giver comes from. It's from us stealing the indigenous people's land and then
And-
them being like, "Hey, can we get it back?" And you're like, "Wow, you're such an Indian giver." Like,
Yeah, that's propaganda.
yeah. it's-
Oh,
like
I thought it was because they would give you a gift and then take it back.
No, it's propaganda
bec-
that
it's-
Americans made.
It's because Americans are like, "Yo, they gave us all this land and they wanted it back."
No, it should
Like,
be an American giver.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
it should be-
but it's
What?
it's propaganda. Yeah, like for example, milk. For a long time, milk, because of dairy farmers, they didn't come up with different type of milks because dairy farmers were paying the government for them not to allow research on almond milk. It took a long time for us to come up with all these type of milks because of dairy farmers. Same thing with batteries for Nikola Tesla. It wasn't even Tesla. Before, they came out with like an electric battery like in 1939. And we didn't have electric batteries because gasoline companies were paying for the government not to allow any other type of.
I mean, that's like with
Vegetation?
medicines and things like that. Like, I'm
Medicine?
sure they have cures for cancer and all this other shit.
We're not saying that. We don't know, allegedly.
Allegedly. I mean, conspiracies say that, they have all this shit undercover. They just don't want to because they're being paid a bunch of money to keep it secret.
Yeah,
Like,
the-
why do you think we put so much money in labs and research and things? For what? They've been trying to figure out dementia and all this other shit for years.
Mm.
I think dementia is more a new thing. I think they don't have a thing for dementia right now.
AIDS.
AIDS. What about AIDS? What the fuck?
Is that even a thing still?
Herpes.
Herpes.
Schizophrenia, like
Love bugs.
love bug.
Why are they made in labs?
Monkeypox, fucking.
No, but I agree. But it's
COVID.
It's a whole thing. We get taught something for
Hey, I
their
should wave
benefits.
down this guy. He has like food in his hand. He looks like an
Don't wave
Uber.
a stranger.
I'm gonna
down.
be like, yeah, that's me. Thank you.
Don't do all that.
But yeah, like yeah. So I understand why St. Cloud is the way. Every time I go on St. Cloud, I'm like, why does it feel like I'm in the 1920s here?
Have you been to like downtown St. Cloud?
I've performed at Porky's.
Like not even like further down St. Cloud. There's like literally like a old like by the courthouse. The roads look like you're in like the 1800s and
Really?
shit, like horse and buggy. Like that road is still.
Like dirt.
It's not dirt, but they like put brick road everywhere. But the way it's still like
Cobblestone.
I don't know what the material is, but basically the way it's still plotted out, it looks like someone could ride a horse in the area.
That's cool.
They don't. It's still like there's still regular modern buildings or whatever. But yeah, St. Cloud is funny like that.
No, I think it's really. I think St. Cloud is like you just feel like you're just back in time. Like you feel like I don't feel right there.
I don't know. I feel I need to go out more because I live in St. Cloud and like I'm not promoting St. Cloud as some not racist place, but like I don't know.
It's a bunch of white people.
There's a lot of white people. There used to be a.
I'm not calling them racist. I'm saying they're uneducated, which is what they accuse us of being.
Yeah.
But I think they're uneducated, as in you guys are learning that natives like to steal. It's sort of like that's the whole thing. Like they're unaware. Sort of like with the whole Donald Trump and like these immigrants. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
When I heard that immigrants are eating cats and dogs, I was like, damn, they found a Mexican eating a dog.
Damn.
It was about time.
They exposed our recipe. Y'all know. Like
I legitimately thought, and then when I found out they're Haitians, I was like, thank God it wasn't us.
thank God. God damn. But yeah, I don't know. St. Cloud. There used to be a coffee club, and it was called Kissimmee Coffee Cup
Yeah,
Coffee
with 3Ks,
club?
with 3Ks.
with 3Ks.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, it was a good time. Great coffee. Bad service, but not really.
Tip for you.
Yeah.
Bad service for you.
Bad service for me. I don't know. They kept saying get out. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, someone probably was there and had phenomenal service.
Damn, we need more.
Pitchforks and all.
But yeah, St. Cloud. I'm
Damn.
trying to think of some St. Cloud shit.
But
That's
it's just so weird how education plays like such a part in that, in people being unaware that we don't want what's worse for you. We all want what's best for the country.
Yeah, it's like what is it called? The heroes write their own history or whatever. So you just grow up thinking like, oh, George Washington's this happy-go-lucky guy, chopped a tree down, he owned slaves, but we won't talk about that.
But even like if
Yeah.
even if he owned slave, all right, this is about to get weird.
Uh-oh.
All right, even if he owned slave, it's like
It was cool though.
not that it was cool. I'm not saying that.
It was like
it was
having
like-
a Lamborghini back then. Like,
It's like we're sort of taking like
Why doesn't everybody have a slave? It's
Yeah, what are you talking
acceptable.
about?
It's only 10 shekels.
this
I-
is
I'm all about moving forward. I think George Washington. We had to move forward somehow.
okay.
No, I'm not saying towards slaves. Like
I'm not
we
trying
needed
to
slaves.
cancel George Washington.
I
Yeah,
wonder
yeah, yeah.
why
I don't care, I'm
Abraham Lincoln didn't want slaves.
just,
He didn't. His whole thing was he was trying to get rid of the black people here, and he was trying to send them to Africa and
yeah.
Libya.
He was getting rid of segregation, but he didn't like black people. Like he was like, we can just get rid of them altogether. But the slavery shit is inhumane.
See, this is shit they don't talk about in school.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
out here learning stupid shit like
Nah.
math and fucking science
like if
No, that's important too.
and
like-
fucking PE. It doesn't matter.
Like if
I
Abraham-
should know the truth.
No, that's important too.
Yeah,
That'd
like
be important. Y'all be wondering why y'all can't pay your bills and shit, and can't even do fucking basic arithmetic.
yeah,
That's why I have a calculator.
like if Abraham Lincoln met Martin Luther King, he'd be like, "Bro, like pipe down. Like why are you talking all this shit? Like he would,
Sharing a water fountain with me.
yeah, he was like, yo, I already freed y'all. Like what more do you want? Like that's what he would say, type shit.
Yeah.
Damn, how would you know?
Nah, we're just
Talk.
speculating.
Respectfully.
Yeah. I mean, people do get more ignorant in their old age.
That-
It was saying that Martin Luther King started off like sort of peaceful, and then he was getting kind of like
radical.
aggravated, and he was gonna become more radical.
I mean, but just think about it this way. You're living in a world where people don't treat you the same, and we're still the same. Like, like we have families. We love our families, we still eat and drink and shit. We still get the common colds. We sneeze. We get eye boogies when you wake up. We all fart.
Yeah, I mean, even now,
You know what a human is, right?
Like
We all fart.
Dr. Umar is what is it? He's anti
Oh,
mixing.
he's funny. He's against interracial relationships.
Yeah.
Why?
'Cause he's like a super pro black type of person or whatever.
No,
Like,
he's like sort of, what's it called when you're like super pro white.
super pro white.
Yeah.
Supremacist.
He's
Nationalist?
he's sort of like anti-supremacist. He's sort of like a black supremacist
Black
where
supremacist.
he thinks black people are better than white people. So he was like,
Yeah.
oh
He
yeah, you can't mix your blood. Yeah, he thinks, which it comes down to like this DNA thing where I think white people have like 60% Neanderthal DNA, which is like believed to be a sort of kind of monkey, half man.
All right.
And his whole thing is like, we're mixing with monkeys here.
He's calling the white people monkeys.
He's calling the white people monkeys. Yeah.
He's taking it back. He's flipping it on them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch him. I just know that he pops off every now and then 'cause he's against interracial. Like the new Spider-Man movie. He's like, I saw that a brother's playing Spider-Man, and I was gonna watch it, but then I found out he's dating a snow bunny.
Oh.
I ain't about that shit. And I was like, damn,
That's
Dr. Umar.
hilarious. You can't watch no movies.
You can't watch Spider-Man. You
You can't watch no movies
can't watch
except for
no
Black Panther.
You can't only watch Black Panther and fucking.
That's crazy.
Spike
Well, how
Lee
does
movies.
he feel about black people who act white?
He probably hates them.
I don't know.
Because you get like a lot of these celebrities who are mixed, you know.
A lot of celebrities are mixed.
They're halfies, and it's like
You said halfies?
halfies.
He's a halfie. That
Halfie.
sounded racist when you said that shit.
Well, no, halfie
We
means
have the
like if you're half
fullies, the
anything.
halfies.
Halfies can be like half of anything, you
Half and
know.
half.
You can be half woman, half man. Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't know if that works out. I don't know what we're talking about now.
You can be half
All right, that's it for
Mexican.
us. Jenny's had too much to think about. She said half woman.
You
All
going
right,
through
what do you guys want to end on? Something?
No, I'm good.
Are we done?
Is there a holiday coming up?
Halloween.
Happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
Happy Hispanic Heritage. Actually, we got to do something positive for us.
And something positive.
Be like Spanish people. We have sex with everybody.
I
What?
guess. Is that a Hispanic thing? Sex with everybody?
Yeah.
That's just a Darwin thing.
No, that's a
Yes,
Spanish
what?
thing. Think about this. The Spaniards came here. They called us mosquitoes.
Who called us mosquitoes?
Not mosquitoes.
No, they called us
Mosquitos.
cucarachas.
Mosquitoes?
Yeah, which means you're mixed with Indian, African,
Mosquito.
Mosquito.
and Spaniards. Spaniards were slaves too to the Muslims. Actually, this is actually interesting.
What?
I thought you said something end on positive. You're talking about like, yo, you know Spanish people were slaves too? That shit was hype.
This
Yeah,
was
no
a-
shit. We were all slaves. Taino Indians.
No, but Spaniards,
also
the
slaves.
European Spaniards were slaves to Muslims.
Like the Kurds or whatever the fuck. I don't even know.
Yeah,
Well, isn't Christopher Columbus? Well, didn't we figure out that he was like Italian or something?
I don't know about any of that.
Figure it out.
All right,
So I wonder if
but
Italians had Spanish.
I met
people
this
as
girl.
slaves.
I met this girl at school. She's a teacher, and she was. I should
Met
not said
this-
girl at school.
You met this girl. At
I met
school
this
that's a
teacher.
I met this cutie pie.
I met this teacher, and
He
she
said, "I
was.
met this girl at school that's a teacher."
I met this teacher, and she was Muslim, and she said she's never held a guy's hand before, and I thought this was so like mind blowing to me. I was like, this is pretty. This is different.
Yeah.
And then she said, I can't even talk to guys.
Mm.
And then she was like, you're the only guy I've ever talked to. And I was
the
like,
only guy. She's a teacher, no?
you-
She teaches like boys and stuff.
yeah, but she's talking about like men.
Were you like,
Oh.
"This is it. We're gonna fuck"?
No, I wasn't
Like,
thinking that at all.
let's
She
do
said she
this
never
shit.
held a guy's hand. I didn't want to.
He put his hood on. Like, let's do this shit. Like, I don't know. Hispanic people.
No, but I thought it was so interesting. So I was talking to this Puerto Rican teacher that like is there too, and I was like, can you believe she said she's never touched a guy's hand before? She's like, oh, I'm Puerto Rican. We try everything.
Yeah.
We gotta try it before we buy it. I'm like, yeah, that's
For real.
how you want to represent it.
We got trust issues. You know, we need to make sure it's all
working.
good in the hood.
It's a working car.
Mm-hmm.
Working hard, working strong,
Yeah.
and you got to whip their ass a little bit to get them back into shape. You know.
Mm-hmm.
No, but she was super sweet. It was super cool. She was like the Muslim woman. She was like, she was like, she was saying that how she got a guy's number one time. How her cousin gave her number out to a guy, and the guy texted her, and she's like, I can't text you. You're a guy, and blocked his number.
Oh my God. That's ridiculous. No, because I know a Muslim girl. She's very modest and she's still a virgin. She's like my age and she's hasn't given it up still.
Is it she's waiting for marriage type stuff?
I think so. I just also don't think. I
She
think
just
she's
doesn't
also
get
very
no
picky.
hoes. No.
But
No.
I think also like religious purposes.
This is bad. When I was 17, I got baptized because I didn't go to church until I was 17, and
Alright.
and I was already like not a virgin. But I remember, once you get baptized,
Mm-hmm.
Your sins
You're-
get
your
washed
sins
away.
are forgiven. I'm like
Yeah.
donating blood, and I'm putting I'm a virgin.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm a virgin.
god! What the fuck, Darwin?
I believed it. I still believe it to some degree.
So you would tell girls like, "Nah, I ain't never hit before." Like, Or you would tell
Nah.
them like, oh, I've hit, but I've baptized. So.
Even worse, I
doesn't
was
count.
donating.
My
blood.
HPV was washed away.
I never had HPV.
God took away my HPV.
God did take
God
away
took
my-
away my warts.
Whatever I had, God took away. I believe that wholeheartedly.
So God damn, Darwin, you're a menace.
I'm not even doing it to be a menace. I was doing it wholeheartedly.
My gonorrhea? Nah, that was washed away when I was baptized 5 years ago.
Yeah, if y'all girls get baptized, y'all might, you
Like
know.
your girl takes an STD test. You're like, bro, let's go to church real quick. Get that shit out of here.
We don't have to believe in this.
Get this.
You're healed, bitch.
Please, God, take your herpes away.
Hey man, y'all make a joke about this. I didn't take it lightly back then.
God
That's
damn.
funny. I mean, technically, if you think about it, anytime you pray and repent, you're constantly being changed, you know, and like
Yeah.
cleansed.
I don't know about all that.
You know, whenever I do something bad, back in the day, whenever I would like sin, I would like start the Bible from like page 1, and I would like start reading all over again.
Oh hell no!
I would do
You
that.
probably never made it past
I've
like the
read whole-
beginning.
I
I was about to say,
I've read
page
the
one.
entire Bible.
You read the entire Bible.
I've read the entire
you
Bible.
didn't sin for an entire Bible's reading length.
Yeah,
You read
right.
1,000
There was a
pages
point.
without
There was a
sinning.
point in high school where I wouldn't go to lunch. I would just go to the library and I would just read the Bible.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bible nerd.
Because it was my choice to go into the church. It wasn't like I wasn't forced upon me. So for me, it's like I got to figure out everything. I got to learn everything.
Interesting.
So to me, it was my.
You're an interesting cookie, Darwin, because I hated church as a kid and all that stuff.
I wasn't forced.
I
on it.
had to go.
Yeah.
I was forced, but I was like raised into it, so I didn't really know anything else but waking up every Sunday, going to church, you know, being there for like 5 hours, you know, getting food afterwards. Like for me, it became more of like the only place where I can see my friends outside of school.
Mhm.
So like friends that I had outside of school, I would just see them like 3
Yeah.
times a week.
Mm-hmm.
My parents went almost every day of the week.
Yeah, I think
Wild.
I would have been different probably if I was forced. But the fact that I wasn't forced, I was just curious and I wanted to know. But yeah, I would do that every time I would do something bad. I was like, oh, I gotta start from page 1 again. And then now when I do something bad, I'll put like church music on so I can go to sleep peacefully.
Honestly, this shit works though. I was at work the other day and I'm in the bathroom and I'm like praying to God. I'm like, God, please let me get this deal, you know? And I'm like, please just let me get a good person. And I'm like, you know, please help me.
You're just messing over a good person for no reason.
No, so then, you know, I'm like, I prayed because I was like, I didn't know what else to do, you know? I was kind of having like a shitty week. And then I get this tour and I freaking get a deal. And I was like, I need to start praying in the bathroom more often.
And then after work, just do whatever you want. Yeah.
And then, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get fucked up. Thank you, God. Literally, I'm like,
This is why it's so conflicting because it's like you do bad.
I don't know
You
what to
get good.
do.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's like,
tough.
what do I do? And
It is
it's
tough.
like everything, even in church, everything's like contradicting itself too.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, I don't know.
Give an example.
Name a flaw in the Bible. Name me one. Fuck it.
Flaw,
None.
like, I mean, you know,
I don't read
like
the
the
Bible.
whole
They're-
repenting and forgiving yourself of your sins, or like praying to God, for an example.
Yeah.
God already knows what you're going to say. He already knows what you're thinking. He already knows what you're going to do.
Damn, she's preaching right now.
I don't know if
So
she's
it's
preaching.
like-
I can't say she's preaching.
Do I actually sit down and pray?
I'm gonna teach you something.
Or
very,
he already knows what I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
teach you something
say?
very important right here.
Very important.
This is something that only certain Christians believe.
Yeah.
Women shouldn't preach the word to men.
Anyways.
All right.
Damn. No,
That's
but
in there, though, somewhere.
it's true
It's in
though.
there
Like
somewhere.
we do it because it gives ourselves peace when we do take the act to sit down and pray. You know?
There's no women in Catholic things, right? There's no like women priests.
I don't fucking
No,
Yeah, there's no women-
No women,
no women
priests.
priests. There's never been a woman pope. Yeah, so it's in
There's
there.
nuns, but there's been a bunch of women bishops and pastors and things like
In
that.
the Catholic Church.
No.
Damn. That's why they become nuns. They're like,
Well,
how
that's
many women are gonna be priests? None, bitch. All right.
that's
Bars.
like next level.
Bars.
Bars.
I'm trying to be positive here at the same time. It's just like, yeah,
What?
no, nothing.
I don't know.
I want to talk about in a good note. You know,
Well,
I respect I do respect church. I do respect the word of God. I am very fearful of
Man, I ain't scared about shit, bro.
Jesus is gonna come any moment, you know. Like he's could be already have come.
you're
know?
you're atheist. You're atheist, Chris.
Yeah, for the most part, I don't really rock religion.
When do you think you like sort of
Like to stop being religious
Mhm.
or whatever. I mean, I used to go to church as a kid, and I thought it was boring as shit. And then in middle school, it was like a tough time for me, so I just like, fuck God, I don't give a shit.
I think because it's tough, I think it's easier. I think it's super hard for us to believe in God because it's so easy for us.
It's so hard 'cause it's so easy.
No.
I think the harder it is, the more you sort of have to believe. The easier it is to sort of like, I can figure this out on my own. Like if you think about, I was thinking about like just hunting in general. If you kill an animal, there's a part of you that feels guilty for killing that animal. You kind of have to pray over it. Like, oh man, I feel bad about this. Let me pray over this animal that I just killed.
I mean,
I don't know.
not
Now we
really.
just get chicken. I get
mean,
chicken nuggets. I don't care.
I mean, I can feel guilty, but I don't really like pray about it. But I don't know.
No.
I just reckon there isn't. I don't know. Sorry to kill y'all, but
No, you're good.
My mom be scared about that shit. She just recently found out I don't really like believe in God or whatever.
Mhm.
She's like, sorry, Papa. Like,
She's like, oh no, my son's gonna die in
yeah,
hell.
they're like really scared I'm gonna like burn in hell and shit. And I'm like, you ain't gotta worry. I don't believe in hell. Like, I ain't going nowhere. Like,
I mean, it's an interesting thought, you know? Like, another thing that I think about too is like when we die and we go to heaven, you know, are we just going to be singing around all day? Like, I don't want to be singing around all day.
Technically, that's what it is. We're supposed to be worshiping God all day. I memorized this passage.
Like, fuck.
I remember this passage from Revelation. It goes, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord."
That's
is
the seraphims
yeah,
that are
holy, holy is
sitting
the-
next to God on the
yeah.
throne.
Holy, holy, holy is the Lord that was, that is to come.
God
Holy, 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 holy is the Lord that was and is to come. All right, ending on something positive. What is positive for you?
Holy.
HIV. All right. What's some good news?
I went to Austin, Texas.
We'll talk about that in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching 504.
Woo!
Something positive real quick from you. Something positive. I want some good news.